Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome in to Banter with Bill. I'm Bill, and it's good to see you. I was up, me and Scott, Controversial Cruising, we had a show yesterday talking about Margaritaville. There's a few other things I want to talk about. I mean, it's going to be sort of like yesterday, but it's more of a my personal belief of it, and get into it. I was hot last night about some of the things, and I calmed down now. I mean, we're gonna just go over the facts of it. Let's see. Before this chat gets way out of hand, let me say hi to everybody who's in here. Carnival Cruise Addicts, they're in number one. Welcome in, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Appreciate you being in here. Scott from Controversial Cruising. Welcome in, Keisha. Welcome in, Destination Fun. Thank you for being here. Scratch and Pete. And, I think Keisha says, my favorite Pete. You got Will G driving and listening. Will G, appreciate you being in here. Will G, I don't know if I've seen a video from your cruise. I don't know if I've seen a video yet. Hey everyone, looking forward to this one. No. I'm calm today. I'm calm. Actually, I'm starting to look forward to my cruise in July 25th. I'm starting to look forward to that one. So as I try to put this together, the videos here, and I'm looking at the videos I'm putting together, and I'm thinking like, how can I make this better? Oh, Keisha. I booked the Queen Mary for 2 days. I'm getting a couple of days early. So I think you said you were going a couple of days early. I'm going to be there 2 days early myself. I am Betty J. Gathers. Welcome in. Or should I say Roisha? Which one should I use, Betty? I don't know. Yeah, every day. I don't know. I don't know who I'm talking to anymore. If you haven't checked out I am Betty J. Gathers, she's done a short for the last 170 days. From 170 days. And now she has a character, her what do they call that? Like Sasha Fierce for Beyonce. Well, anyway, Betty's alter ego is Roisha. So go check her out if you haven't checked her out. Crystal Sparkle is in the house. Welcome in, Crystal. I saw you put out a video. I have not gotten over there to watch it yet from the Jubilee. Scott McNeil, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Everybody speaking. Crystal Sparkle says, let's get those likes to over 20. 20? We're going to get those likes over 30 today. Siobhan, welcome in, Siobhan. She just put out a video today. Had a premiere earlier. So if you haven't checked out the Parkers on the Go check them out. Oh, thank you, Scott. I'm a rookie. This microphone swings in and out. So when I got 3 screens up here, and I'm working off 3 screens. This gets in the way sometimes because my keyboard is right here, so I got to work around the keyboard. But when I start talking, sometimes I forget to bring the mic back. So thank you, Scott. Destination. Okay, my people are there. See, when you have the best moderators out there, you know what? You don't have to worry. Don't worry about a thing. You don't have to worry about anything when you have the best moderators out there. Journeys with June and Brady. June and Brady, welcome in. Appreciate you guys being in here. More than likely, that's Aunt June. It sounds like I'm gonna get down to the bottom. It should be better now. Marjorie, welcome in, Marjorie. Roisha, 184 people, 184 days of something a different. Roisha wasn't 184 days of Roisha, but for the last, I don't know, month and a half, it's been Roisha every day, a short. Besides the live that she does on Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m., besides the videos that she puts out like 2 or 3 a week, yeah, she's busy. Crystal Sparkle, honestly, I want to thank everyone in this room and community. I just hit 1K. All right, Crystal. I know a big part of that is this amazing group of people. My channel is not cruising, but I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you. Crystal, believe it or not, there's more to life than cruising. There's channels out there that I follow that have nothing to do with cruising. There's people that follow me, nothing to do with cruising. I am Betty J. Gathers. We've been knowing each other since I basically started. And she doesn't cruise. She doesn't want to cruise. She probably doesn't understand why people go cruising, but she's always been here since day one. So yeah, no, it's your personality. It's Fox's personality. You guys are doing a great job. Shorts will be lizards today. Okay. Susanna, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Going through the ads, I appreciate it. Carnival. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, yay! Crystal. Yep, it's the microphone, Sherry. Thank you, Scott. I have the best moderators. Honestly, I am. The memory was already gone, but yeah, it's a struggle, and now I'm shaking the table. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Potholes and Dixie dust or pixie dust. Welcome in. Go Lions. One pride. Exactly. He gets it. Everybody said hello, hello. Nothing with cruising. I understand why it's not my thing. Yeah, we all do. I got Chet in from Sea Lakes Journeys on the Facebook side. Welcome in, Chet. Appreciate you being in here. And Betty says at Crystal Sparkle now for the 4K. I'm assuming she means watch hours. Yes, ma'am. The original JT. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Crystal, I believe she's talking about the 4K watch hours. I don't know how many watch hours you have. 3,000 to get you partially monetized, 4,000 to get you fully monetized. And I gotta say, people, being fully monetized, it takes a lot of pressure off of you. You can start before I got monetized. Well, me and Betty, we were there together. We're like trying to get anybody to watch our channel. You know, going hey, watch our playlist. You watch my playlist and all. We did all that trying to get those hours. But once you get the 1,000 and the 4,000 watch hours, now you can make the channel like kind of your own of what kind of material you want out there. I don't have to go just to, everybody's channel to try to get people to come and watch. I want everybody to watch, but you people, you know how it is. You get people that aren't going to watch your channel. They sub. Your subs go up. I got 10 subs today. Oh, I lost 9 subs today. You know how it is. Betty says, go do lots of lives. Mind channel, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Oh, we love you, Bill. Crystal, we love you too. Really, Anna, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Let me do one thing. I want to get this live going on to Instagram. So Instagram is a different animal when you're doing StreamYard. I have to actually start it and stop it on Instagram. So, but it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't like the music I have when I first play that song. Cruising with the Greaves. Welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being in here. So I'm live on Instagram. We're live on Instagram. I just got the number. I needed to go live on TikTok. I did one TikTok. No, did I do 2? 1 or 2 TikTok lives. There's a big community of cruising on TikTok. I don't know if you guys know that. People, can you hear me now? We're having storms here, and apparently my power just went off for a little bit. So I connected to. Yes, I did lose power. Yes, no, it did not. No, my This did not have anything to do with it, Keisha. I am back. I am on my hotspot. I can't see. It doesn't look like my Wi-Fi is knocked off, so it's not coming back on right now. So I'm on my hotspot on my phone. Hopefully you can see me. I still got the light on. Computer is on. Everything's plugged into the computer. So if for some reason I go out, you know why. We've been having storms. It's been clear all morning. It's been clear until about 30 minutes before time. It's almost like they know it. Thursday at 5 o'clock ish. Let's go knock out Armstrong's power. Sparkle, that's my travel partner. That's my travel partner. Long story short, that's my travel partner. And Mr. Bill, some of you probably aren't old enough to know Mr. Bill. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'm back up and running on Instagram. Mr. Bill used Saturday Night Live. There used to be a skit with a little down. Oh, Mr. Bill. Oh no. Anyway, that's Mr. Bill, and people call me Mr. Bill. So he's not a support plushie, but he gets me through hard times. I had people coming up on when I was on the cruise, coming up on me asking me about where's my little friend, and when they said little friend, I'm thinking they're talking about Scott, and they're talking about Mr. Bill. Not calling you little, Scott. I mean you are, but yeah. Let's see. Freedom of the Sea. Welcome in, Freedom of the Sea on the Instagram side. We were having a Freedom of the Sea. We were having a little electrical problem. Lost power. I'm up here in Detroit, so we were having a little storm passing through. So hopefully, everybody can still hear me on all the different formats. I got them on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and X, and I'm all over the place. So that's when you see me going like from side to side, I'm looking at different screens. Right, Keisha. Carmlin for the win. Where's Carmlin at? Carmlin, I hope you're okay. So Carmlin is up here in the Detroit area, and hopefully her power's not going off. My daughter last night, I don't know if a tornado touchdown. It was knocked down trees all over where she's at. It knocked out her power line, blocking roads. It was bad. We get our little storms up here. Yes, totally. It was your security. I mean, he helped. I called him more of my wingman. You two wouldn't go anywhere without each other. I would not. I took him everywhere I went. Oh, Destination Fun. She's bragging now. I was just down in Tampa, and yeah, you guys got a little stormy weather down there. Marjorie, I don't know, Marjorie. I don't know if my voice could take doing that Mr. Bill voice. Oh no, I don't know. I had a whole skit planned out for him on the cruise, but between the drinking and it didn't work out that way. Oh no! Mr. Bill does it. He does no better than I do. He does it better than I do. Richard and Sue Screws, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you guys being in here. This is fun. It's like our piglet. He travels with us. Yeah, they're doing fine, Betty. Just no power, so they got to come out and put the lines up. And I think they might be on. It might be on now. It might be on, but whenever it gets hot like this, it's a mess. At least up here. I'm sure down in Florida, because you guys are probably used to it. You guys, there's always. I mean, go down to Florida in the summertime. Almost every day it rains. Usually it doesn't last long, but it rains. Well, that's kind of what we get up here, and and knock power out and Wi-Fi. It looks like I have power. It looks like my internet is out. So that's what we're dealing with now. So anyway, I think I'm up on the chat. Let me move my water bottle on this side. Let's talk about the cruise a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit of pre-cruise. We cruised out of Tampa, and I think I found the hotel that I'm going to stay at whenever I go out of Tampa. I'm going to go to Hampton Inn and Suites in Ybor. Ybor spelled Ybor. I think it's. I don't think it's a city, an actual city. It's like an area of Tampa. But it was a great hotel. I think the room rate was about $120 a night. Clean. It was a Hampton Inn. Lots of restaurants around the area that you could walk to. Now, I was informed that at nighttime, the area is not the safest area, but I saw no problem, and there were tons of bars and restaurants all up and down the area. So, and I was out. I don't know how late. Well, you saw the what's the name pre-cruise meetup. Had no problems, and they had like a hot breakfast in the morning. The biggest part was the eggs. I don't do eggs, so that didn't really do me any good. But they had a free shuttle to the port. You're only, I don't know, 5 minutes away from the port, but they had a free shuttle. So for the price that I paid for the hotel, free shuttle, free breakfast. The one thing that I will say about that place is when I got in like 11 o'clock a.m. and they said it's too early to check in. If you check in after 12, sorry, I could check in. I would have to pay $75 for an early check-in. If I didn't want to pay that $75, I had to wait to noon. I'm like, you mean I got to wait an hour and I can check in for no $75 fee? Yes. Okay, I'm going to wait an hour. $75 an hour. I think I can go sit on the couch over here and get on the Wi-Fi. And that's what I did. And that was the only downside that I saw to that hotel. I literally think I would stay there every time I go to Tampa. Every time I go, if they keep the prices the same. Let's see. Getting on. Let me see. New comments. Well, that's on the cruise ship. The liver killing drinking took over your. Yes. I'm not really a drinker. I don't know if you guys know that or not. I used to drink, but I really don't drink now. It was a lot of fun, but it was tough. It makes it tough in the morning. It's not really tough doing it, obviously. For some reason I like pounding tables. Apparently, I have not watched that. I have not watched the live either. I don't go back and watch my lives. I probably should. People tell me, "Oh, you got to go back and watch it." I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I probably need to delete that. Betty J Gathers, we really have not had a bad storm for a while. Good for you guys. Betty, I almost want to agree with you. Yes, is it the greatest hotel of all time? No, it was solid. It was solid. The lobby area was good. We went down there after we left the meetup. We went back to the hotel lobby and played a drinking game. I don't know if you know all that. We went back to the hotel and played a drinking game. King's books, something, I don't know. King's cups, I don't know what it was. I think they were just making these rules up as they went along. I mean, they had one thing where you had to bend down and touch the floor, and I tried to bend down and touch the floor real quick. I fell on the ground. Oh, Mr. Bill. I was okay. The things that you had to do it first, or you had to take a shot. And I caught on. I started doing better. Superman, Kal-El, welcome in, Kal-El Daily. Geeky Girl, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being in here.
You can take a nap for an hour. I took that, Betty. I went over there. I got on my phone, plugged in, so I did nothing. Regina Davis, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. I was not going to about to pay $75 for a couple of hours. Together we travel. I see somebody speaking to you, so I don't know. I must have passed you up. Together we travel. Will, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. And yeah, I really don't drink. Scott, you were the one walking around with a cup of tequila all the time. I don't drink. It was so bad. I had the drink package, and I would have them make drinks, take a sip, and then I would just move on. I would move on. I couldn't take it. Oh boy, that drinking. King's Cup, whatever it was. I mean, when you win, you actually lose. And it was nephew. I forget his name. I forget his name. But we called him nephew. He was part of the group. We called him nephew. So if you watch the videos and you hear us say nephew, that's what we're talking about. Cruising MC, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. You sound like, I lived it. Why do I need? I lived it. Why do I need to rewatch it? Pretty much. It's not something I want to do. But I may go back. There's certain parts, because I go back and I see other people are putting out video clips of it. Everybody that was there, it's like, I don't remember that part. I don't remember that part. When did that happen? And it's like, was I there? I had to be there, right? You just give. I did. I gave into peer pressure. I didn't drink much water. I started learning to drink water. I started learning how to drink water. So anyway, getting back to the cruise ship, the hotel, Hampton Inn Suites, Ybor. You can't beat it as far as going on that cruise. You're not far from anything. Sparkman's Wharf was a great place to go. That was down there where you could go see the ship in one of the piers or one of the ports, and they're real close. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Getting to the cruise ship was easy. It's like they and it's the first time doing it. I get it. They didn't know exactly what they weren't sure what they were doing. So, we're showing our boarding pass, and it has faster chill. Faster to the chill. It's like, faster to the fun on Carnival. And nobody knew like where we were supposed to be. And they put us all like in a regular line. And we weren't supposed to be there, but we didn't know that. But we get inside the building, and it's like, here's a line with everybody, and here's a VIP line. And Scott said, hey, let me ask this guy if this is where we're supposed to be. Stacy, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, Stacy. Scott, that's what it said on the card, but that's not what the actual name of it. So anyway, I mean, just long story short, nobody knew where we were supposed to go. Their whole system was so antiquated that it wasn't funny. They're like doing everything by hand. I don't know how long most of you have been cruising, but they had our room cards at the desk. So you have all these desks in one general location where you go pick up the room cards from. So whoever's checking in, somebody has to go run and get your key card. And it was taking forever. It literally took forever. It literally took forever. So the lines weren't really that bad, but because they were their systems they were so antiquated, and the work didn't have enough workers, it seemed like it took forever. And then once we did get in, the people that were supposed to be in that room were people with the faster to the fun. I'm going to say that's Carnival saying, but that's that. the suite guests and people with the 10 o'clock to 10:30 boarding or checking in. This room was full of people. The ship held, I don't know, 2,500 people. It felt like there were 1,000 people in this one room. They had no seats, and they ran out of seats because so many people are there. And it just wasn't organized. They did have sandwiches for people, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best. I came in late, but did they really not scan cards for the muster drill? How is that legal? Stacy, I'm going to get to that. No, they didn't. Stacy, that wasn't the worst thing that happened. That was bad. That was bad. That wasn't the worst thing that happened. The security coming back onto the ship at one time. I don't think, maybe Scott, did they x-ray our bags, Scott, when we came back from Cozumel? I came in, he did my card. I don't think they checked bags. Not all bags. So they have a lot of work to do. But I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. But yeah, the muster drill was bad. So anyway, getting on the ship, they call it's time to board. Let's say it's 11 o'clock now. It's time to board. They called for people who needed assistance or extra time to get on the ship, to line up to go on the ship. And everybody started jumping up. Everybody wanted to get in line, and everybody got in line. So you had everybody, this 1,000 of people, half of them got in line, and there were like 3 lines going to one door, and they weren't letting people in yet. But all they had asked for were people who needed extra time. So we had people who were standing in line, and nobody's moving. They started letting everybody in, and I have some video of that whenever I just can get the video out. It was like just a mad rush, and there was really like nowhere to go. You got to the gangway. The gangway was, for half of it, or maybe a little more than half, was an enclosed tube. No air, no windows, nothing. You got in there, you couldn't move. And they literally stopped the boarding process because it was too crowded and people were getting overheated inside this gangway. And it was terrible. And I'm like, what's taking them so long to get us on the ship? I couldn't figure it out. What's taking them so long? We've been x-rayed. What's taking them so long? They had 2 people manually trying to scan everybody's card. So 2 people are trying to scan people, and the scanner appeared to be working half the time. So it seemed like forever to get on the ship. An hour, maybe. I don't know. It was a long time. So hopefully they can get that together where that's not a problem. Let me go back. I saw a couple people came in. Team Reese, welcome in. Team Reese, appreciate you being in here. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Yes, they had sandwiches. This was for the VIP section. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Nope, not mine. He told me you're good. Right. We literally came in from the island, and they checked us. But I'm gonna get to that. But they checked us in and didn't check our bags. I wish I would have known that. I could have had liquor on board. I had a drink package. I wasn't drinking that. So what difference would that make? But they weren't checking. How secure do you feel on a ship where you get on, nobody's checking what you have on you? But that's another one of my points for this cruise. This was probably my first time. I'm going kind of out of order now, but I'm going to go on this one since we're here with the security. I saw for 4 days, I saw no security on the ship. None. Nobody walking around. I'm used to Carnival. People are walking around. Royal, every now and then you see somebody. Going to the nightclub, there was nobody at the door. Nobody checking IDs. Nothing. I mean, there was nothing. The one night that it was we had rough seas. There wasn't many people in there, but there were a ton of young people. When I say young, I mean 18 to 20, 18 to 25, we'll say maybe. I don't think they were that old. And they were in the club. And the DJ decided not to play the music. He wanted to do a rap battle. So he would drop a beat and people would do a rap battle. But not like just rapping. They literally had a rap battle like 8 Mile and Eminem, and they're going against each other and stuff like that. So now you got young people who've been drinking, doing rap battle, talking about each other. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is going to end poorly. No security, none. I did not see the entire cruise, other than when we checked in, like when you get off the ship and they scan your card, I saw no security. I don't know for a fact. I didn't see any lifeguards. So the pool, you had the pools there. You had people in the pools. I saw nobody at the pools. And I know they're shorthanded, but I mean, these are like areas that you need to cover. You need to cover security. If you don't do anything else, take care of security. Make sure whoever's getting on the ship is whoever it's supposed to be. And it wasn't like that. I for 4 days, I never saw security. Never, other than when they scanned my card. And I'm not sure that they were actually security. I don't even know who it was. I didn't pay that much attention. I just said somebody scanned them. I don't care who scanned my card. The entire cruise never saw security. And to me, that was scary, especially when we came back from Cozumel. And don't worry about it. You're okay. Go ahead. Glow Bees Travel, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Let's see. Bud Files, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. I know I'm behind because I start going on these rants. How am I supposed to breathe with no air? It was tough in that tube. It was tough. I already have a lung condition, and now you got me in there with it's 95 degrees, no air in a little tube. It was tough. I missed it. Regina got your joke controversial. I must have missed it because I'm passing up some stuff. Embarkation Nation, happy birthday, Andrew. Welcome in. Embarkation Nation, welcome in. They're one of my longest running members, 10 months. Can you believe it? Why would they be members? Thank you guys for being members for 10 months. But more than that, Andrew, happy birthday. Hope you're enjoying your day. I know Texas is having weather too, so hopefully they're safe. Oh yeah, you're right. No, Scott, I don't know about you, but I noticed. I mean, I noticed security, and the lack of security on this ship was astounding. Nothing happened. I didn't see anything that was supposed to be in a fight. There were no problems. Nobody yelling and screaming. There were no problems. They're going to run into a problem eventually. Drinking and frustration, they're going to run into a problem. And the ship, it's kind of set up. It could be a party ship. I was going to say a nice party ship, but it could be a party ship because it's so young. The price point is good and low with no security. How do you not check the people that are coming into the nightclub? Anywho, Keisha says they were all undercover. Keisha, could be. I mean, I think you're being funny because I see the LOL. It could be. I don't know. I don't know. That was JT was driving. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. They weren't ready to. They were not ready. They were not ready to sell. I understand. This is my third inaugural cruise. There are going to be problems. Being understaffed starting off the cruise ship is not the way to do it. Being when your cash registers and things like that aren't online, that ain't the way to start the cruise. Literally, when you got on the cruise ship and everybody who had the drink package, They're going up there trying to get drinks. They can't get drinks. They're telling you to go to guest services to get the green dot to activate your drink package. That was crazy. I mean, people were getting upset. They did it, and there was no loud yelling and screaming, but you can see they're upset because now I'm getting on the ship, and now you want me to go wait into another line, this long line over here, and people were upset, and I understand it. I understand it completely. We survived, and they really need to fix that fast. They really do. Really, I can't stress that enough. And I haven't gotten, because I actually liked the ship. I like the ship. It was a good size ship. The decor was really good. You know, it was Jimmy Buffett theme. It was that tropical theme throughout the ship. So if you don't like that, you might have a problem. Let's see. Let me catch up. Everybody saying hello. Hello. Bud Files. Beach Bum Dave. Hey, Beach Bum Dave, welcome in. I appreciate you being in here. I love your Facebook page. I see you had a few problems, but yeah, you're hanging in there. You're doing a great job with that. So, Keisha says, "Don't jinx it." Bone Tie Travelers, welcome in. What's up? What's up? People, you young people probably don't even remember that. You remember the Budweiser commercial? What's up? What's up? You probably don't even remember that commercial. Beach Bum Dave said they had security. Beach Bum Dave, 4 days. I didn't see any. Other than when we checked, came in on the ship. I'm assuming they were security. I went to the nightclub. I saw there was nobody at the door. Nobody at the door. Nobody came in the club. Matter of fact, the nightclub, you came in on the second floor and you had to go down steps to get to the dance floor you had to go down to the lower floor to get to the dance floor. And I did not see a way to get into the lower floor. There was a door there, an exit, but it entered into an employee only area. So maybe if you were in a wheelchair, maybe they would guide you in that way. There was no signage, and I never saw anybody use that door, but maybe that would be the way. But if you were in a wheelchair or had troubles with steps, there was no easy way to get downstairs to the dance floor if that's something you wanted to do. The bar was on the upper floor. I saw no waiter, no waitress. I mean, there were problems. Granted, when I went to the nightclub, I didn't stay a long time. So whether they had somebody there and they left, and I just happened not to be there at the time. Like Beach Bum Dave says that they had security. He says, I am sure. Okay, Beach Bum Dave. When I came back from Cozumel, nobody checked my bag. They scanned me in. I just walked in with my bag. So I don't know what security they had there. They didn't check my bag, and the guy I was cruising with, they didn't check his bag. They said we were good, whatever that meant. Whether we had honest faces, I don't know what it was. And I gotta admit, even on the cruise ship itself, you could tell they were shorthanded. I was never hassled for a drink. I probably only a couple of times was I sitting down somewhere and somebody came by and said, "Can I get you a drink?" There was only a couple of times, maybe. I don't mind that because I just meant I had to go to a bar and get it, but never. And you can see, to me, it was pretty obvious that they were shorthanded. Lazy Days, welcome in. They have at least get an app. That's crazy. Well, that's another thing. Let's talk about the app. And people, I know it comes off that I'm being negative. They have problems. I'm going to tell you what I see. I want to go back on the ship. So don't get it wrong. It's not that I don't want to go back on the ship. I just want them to fix a few things. So if you go to their webpage, Margaritaville at Sea, go down about halfway, you'll see like 3 lines. If you click on that, you'll see cruise control beta. That's where you log in to see your account. How they expect somebody to figure that one out, I don't know. But that's where you would go to log into your account, buy your steakhouse, buy your internet. And for us, I think it came online maybe a month or 2 prior to selling out. So somewhere around that time, it came online, and they sent a notice that, hey, you can check in now. It wasn't clear and obvious. They really need to redesign how they have to make it more user friendly. Elisa, welcome in, Elisa. I appreciate you being in here. They really have to make it a more user friendly. I saw Naughty, the Naughty Cruiser. He was on a slot machine, put in $500. He got it up to like $2,700. He won. It was some incredible amount of money he won. He won it on a machine. Did he put it back? I know Naughty. I know how he gambles. So, but he won, and it was good for him. Let's see. Then the green dot was the first day. First, Keisha, how can you count? If I'm only entitled to 10 drinks a day, how can you keep track of my drink if you're writing it down manually? Do you understand? I mean, it's like this bar is writing it down manually. That bar is writing it down manually. That one didn't even ask for my card. He looked at the green dot and just gave me my drink. He's like, do I need to sign anything? No, don't worry about it. I don't know what went on there. The first day was a free for all. And then they got a little bit better, but it was still like handwritten receipts. And they were like 4 different types of handwritten receipts. One where it was totally handwritten, one where they were halfway handwritten. One of them, all you had to do was sign. One that was like nothing. It was just so many different things that were wrong. They have to fix that. They literally have to fix that. And I'm assuming that when they get the computer system running, that the drink package will be on your card. So when they scan it, it pops up there, and they won't have to worry about the green dot. Hopefully they can take away the having to get in line to get the green dot. Hopefully. What else? Najuba Brown, welcome in. Everybody saying hello. Everybody doing well. Beach Bum Dave. Yeah, check out Beach Bum Dave Facebook page. Beach Bum Dave, I don't know if you have a YouTube page. If you have a YouTube page, type #strong so people can connect with you. But he's been all over this Margaritaville, and I think last time I checked, there was like 13,000 people in that chat, and you get a lot of questions. And that's that what I just told you about the cruise control. That was a lady was asking that in his chat. And it's like that. Yeah, that was a problem because I remember it was like, I've been on a lot of cruises and this one was tough to find. It's like, how do I do anything on this? Do I have to call in every time I want to add something on the Wi-Fi or the steakhouse? Beach Bum Dave, appreciate it. Thank you. If you're talking to, hope you're talking to me. If you're talking to me, appreciate that. That's craziness. But it all worked. And it looked like everybody had a good time. And that was the key. I just see that if they don't fix it, it's going to be a problem later on. Just because you didn't have a problem this time. And I'm still waiting. I gave them a debit card. I gave them a debit card when I got on the ship. And they took out $200. I had the drink package, which paid the gratuities, and I prepaid the steakhouse. I still have I have the gratuities for the drinks on my card still, and I have the steakhouse. They charged me again for the steakhouse. And every time I talked to guest services on the ship, they told me, don't worry about it. It's going to fall off. Well, not at first. I had to argue with the lady about what it meant because we didn't read things the same way. And I'm like, ma'am, It's right here. It says the gratuities are prepaid for the drink package. The $59.99 is the price, but the final price is going to include the gratuity. And we're going back and forth about the wording. And then she went and talked to a supervisor, and she said, "Oh, you're right." I'm like, "Okay, I thought I was right." And the steakhouse, and it never came off. The charge it's still pending, so it stopped me from gambling in the casino. Well, a couple of things stopped me from gambling in the casino. And when I say stop me from gambling in the casino, I spent $500 or $600 in the casino. That's stopping me from gambling. They weren't the two things. And this goes back to being short-handed. I tried to contact the casino prior to boarding to get in their system. They said no, I had to do everything on board. So anyway, I go to the casino. I put in my room key, and it's not reading my card. I'm like, if you go to Carnival, if you go to MSC, if you go to Royal, you put in your card, it reads your room key, and your account is like activated like that. I'm like, sir, it's not working. He came over. He said, nope, you got to go get a card. Okay, well, you've been to a casino, and you know how many people are in a casino, right? Right? I mean, there's people in the casino. This is the first day. There's 200 people in the casino. You got to go over and see that guy over there in the corner and get a card. That one guy right there, he's got to give everybody in here a card, and it literally took him 3 minutes per person. So you're standing in another line if you want to be. If you want your gambling counted, and this is how you get your free rooms and free dinners and free, drinks in the casino. This is how you do it. They keep track of your points, your play, and whatever you deserve, they give it to you. So I'm gambling, and usually it's about, you get 1 point for every between $2 and $5 you spend. I'm gambling, $400, $500. By the end of the night, I think I had 3 points. Excuse me, sir. What kind of point system are you on? Is $150 per point? And nobody really knew. No, it's not adding up, right? So I think I just donated money to them. They're not going to give me credit for my gambling. So with all this being said, I still want to go back. Go sit on the rail. You will see. I must have missed something. They did. They kind of said, "Go sit." Go sit. They said, "Get on the ship, and we'll figure it out." And they made it work. They literally made it work, except for the line that was his guest services was always. I'm used to the line being long on the very first day, but this was like just all the time during the daytime. The line was extremely long, and at the end, the last day, because you couldn't see your balance, and they wanted you to close out your account, and the way they wanted you to close out your account was to go to guest services. I wasn't doing it. I know I didn't spend over the $200, so they can have to take it out of that. But as I'm leaving the ship, which the debarkation was a kind of a nightmare. They can fix it's an easy fix. They just have to rope off some places. They had people coming in from all angles when they only should have been one way. But people going in line, you owe us money. You got to go to guest services. They're not letting you off the ship till you go see guest services. And I know what they did. They probably overspent whatever they put on the account, but they didn't want to wait in that long line. What you were toasted. See, I know I'm skipping over through a lot of stuff. But I know some of the things, Keisha. I know there are things that I might have passed over, but there are some of the things that I know. Controversial is saying, Dave, are you still on board? They have an app that's in the beta mode. Cruise control beta. I mean, it says beta right in the title, and they're working on it. Let's see. Oh, Denise has a grandson in her arms. Hey, little grandson. 50. I need to go back. I need to go back. 15 drinks a day. Yeah, 15 drinks a day if you count them. But if you don't count them, you can have 30 drinks a day. The ID department must be work from home. I don't know. And the slot machine, there were a lot of slot machines that weren't working. I gamble. It made it difficult because there's a machine I want to play, a slot machine. It wouldn't take currency. So I literally had to put the currency into another machine, get a ticket out of the other machine, and put that ticket into the slot machine. And who does that in this day and age? These are little things that they can work out. Everything I'm talking about right now that I saw as a problem, they can all work out. I think if you get on the ship, I think you'll have a good time. I think the music, the selection that they had, I thought it was going to be like all country or Jimmy Buffett. Nope. They had a variety of music. The shows were good. They had a comedian online. The only thing about the shows, and it's a smaller ship, was that they had like one time, like 9 o'clock. So, I usually prefer like a late dinner, but I couldn't afford a late dinner. Well, it's probably late for you guys. I would go to dinner by at least 7, just so I can make sure that I can make it to the show, to check out the show and get in line. But there's another problem with the faster to the Superman. Welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being here, Khalil. It wasn't clearly explained. It's explained to you that you have priority seating, but nobody explains what priority seating means. So they had a lot of media on this inaugural cruise, and they had some reserve rows. I didn't know what that meant, so I didn't sit in it. I went a little further down, which to me I thought I got a better seat. But I now that I think about it, it was probably for the faster to the fun people. June and Brady, no, supposedly that is like Carnival. When you reach 15 drinks, you're done for the day. Whether you buy them, whether you get them free in the casino, when you reach your 15 drinks, you're supposedly done for the day. You have to keep track of the drinks for that to matter, though. Bill, what were some of your highlights on this ship? I absolutely loved the people that I cruised with, the pre-cruise meetup. I absolutely loved it. They were so much fun. I know it seemed like I was out of my mind at the time, but that was just me having fun. That was an introvert having fun. I really loved it. Scott was on there. He was doing his thing, doing his work. He made me feel like I wasn't doing nothing on the cruise ship. Every time I saw Scott was up there filming something. Hey, you won't believe what I did. What in the Margaritaville is this? Of course I'm in Margaritaville. And they have a flip-flop. He was working. Scott was working. The working with No Pants Profit really did a job on Scott, because my goodness, he did a great job. He did a great job. And he's putting out the content like crazy. And I think I just put out like a cabin tour. And Scott, I think he did that the first day. People that are in here, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. There's like 37 of you in here, and 2, 3 on the Facebook side. If you don't mind hitting the like button, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Come back. I got a lot of content that I'm going to get up. It's coming up. I'm working on it now. Monday, I definitely will have a video out. It'll be more about embarkation day. If you're on the YouTube side, I have a poll up about the Islander. 3 responses. And what are the responses? I don't even remember what the responses are. The responses were like, would you go on Islander? Yes. No. Yes, but I'm gonna give it some time. I believe those were the three responses. So if you could answer those questions, I'm gonna get ready to close out, because it's 6 o'clock. I'm getting ready to get off of here. People like asking, also people like answering. They were like, forget it. They knew that there was no way to keep up with the drinks. Kind of, sort of. It would have been tough for them to keep up with the drinks. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it. I called as soon as I got home. I called customer service, and they're like, "Yeah, we just gotta wait. We gotta wait for everything to catch up." So I'm waiting. I'm being patient. Oh, Scott, this guy, he gave a $200 deposit. He was buying sweaters, buying drinks, buying food, he bought the steakhouse, $200 deposit. They gave it all back to him. He paid zero. I'm sorry. I hope they're not listening, Scott. I'm sorry. Maybe didn't want that known. That's crazy. Not yet, at least. Destination Fud is back. She had to take a call. Lots of lag time. Sorry. Go sit on the rail and security will show up fast is what I meant. I would like to see that. Dave, I'm telling you, the nightclub, I was worried about the nightclub. All the rest of it, other than Cozumel made me worried just because they weren't checking all the bags. Not that somebody coming on the cruise ship is going to bring something on or anything like that, but that made me a little nervous. But the nightclub, a lot of young people drinking. I've seen that in disaster a lot of times. Not on this ship. I never really saw any kind of problem like that. And the age demographics, it was all over the board. You had young families, you had old people like me, you had all in between, and everybody came along and everybody got along. There was no fighting over the elevators, the buffets, even though sometimes they might have been crowded. I didn't see anybody yelling, screaming, upset because somebody took cuts or anything like that. I was pleasantly pleased with the ship. As far as the poll, I would go on there in a heartbeat. Right now, if I had a good price and I didn't have a cruise coming up, I would go back in 2 weeks, even with the problems that they have now. Now that I know what the problems are, I know what to look out for, I still will go there. I still will go there. Just because I know. Me too, Carmen. Before the renovation newness wears off. Whoops. I'm glad I don't gamble or drink alcohol, but one day, God, I would like to experience the ship. It's fun. If you don't drink and gamble, you'll have a great time. Only thing was, as I said, I think they're a little short-handed. I didn't see a lot of waitresses and waiters. They had bartenders, but you had to wait. You had to wait. I mean, you could tell they were like short-handed. No, Dave, 30 drinks sounds like too much. The baby 2 weeks old. The decor is amazing. It is. Nothing fancy. I mean, there's nothing. It's not. One of my favorite ships is MSC Meraviglia. It's not the Meraviglia. It's not the Icon. It's not that kind of fancy. This just had. Let me see. They had like good photo opportunity. Let me see if I have some photos in here. Hold on one second. They had good photo opportunities. Like that, the big flip flop was there. This canoe looking, hey Tommy, hey. Anyway, they had a little canoe there. There's a little car in by the Havana Sports Bar. Cozumel. I love the sign, and you got Shelton, me. Kiki, V, we were all hanging out. Cozumel, what up? What up, though? Baby 69 Dow, welcome in. Cruise Conversations, welcome in on the Instagram side. I appreciate you guys all being in here. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I've been on for an hour. Long story short, Laura, welcome in on the Facebook side. Thank you for being in here. Don't get discouraged from this cruise. Give it a shot, especially if they keep the price low. If you want to try cruising, understand if the price is low, you're probably going to get a younger demographics as far as age wise. But There were plenty of places to get around. They had an adult section with a pool, which is like on most Carnival ships is unheard of unless you go on a brand new ships. Scott is a workhorse. Scott, he is. Hey, stranger, how are you? Amanda Cruz is welcome in on the Instagram side. Amanda, appreciate you being in here. We are wrapping this conversation up. We're trying to get a premiere out today, but not going to happen. I'm going to push it till tomorrow. Okay, before match game. Controversial Cruising. He has Thursdays tonight at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you check out Controversial Cruising. Scott, you can drop your link to the show if you like. I think you're a moderator. You are a moderator. Well, everybody hit the like button. Please do. Answer the poll. Destination fun. Enjoy a lot. Oh, Elisa is going to Alaska. When is it? Monday or Tuesday? Have fun. You're cruising into Seattle. Hopefully, you're getting into Seattle a couple of days early where you can get around and see some stuff. Let's see. What story was that? Well, whatever the story is, yeah, that's the story we're sticking to. I did. I met the cabin steward, really nice guy, but he wasn't intrusive. It's like if you need anything, he would take care of you. You know, you leave the cabin. I never said like, fix my cabin or clean the cabin up. He would just do it. Everything was good. The cabin steward was good. When you were being served, the customer service was top notch. Never had a problem with the customer service. Everybody was there. I did have one problem because everybody is new on the ship. And as long as you understand it, everybody is new. So that bartender, they didn't know how to make the drink. So a lot of my bartenders were going over looking at how to make your drink. So it was tough. You had to find a bartender that you like and keep going back to that same bartender, because I would go to different bartenders, get the same drink. They would look totally different. And I'm not the type of guy that's going to sit there and argue with somebody about making a drink. Just make my drink. I'm happy. So they're learning. Long story short, they're learning. I bought a cigar in Cozumel, wanted to go smoke it. I asked 4 different workers, and I'm talking about the regular workers, the people in the green bluish shirts. Where's the smoking area at on the ship? I got 4 different answers. I mean, and I don't want to argue with somebody. One guy told me on the 4th floor front. I'm like, sir, my cabin's on the 4th floor front. There is no place to smoke, unless you're talking about somebody's cabin. There is no place to smoke. So it took a while. I finally figured out, and the smoking area is like, well, for people that don't smoke, they would be happy. They put all the smokers right behind the big screen that they had by the pool area. They put all the smokers back there with like 5 seats. So everybody who wants smokers mistreated, you got your wish on the ship, because they really did mistreat the smokers on the ship. It's everyone's favorite couple. Let's see. He did. Actually, Scott was talking to him, and he got an extra inaugural bag, because they only wanted to one. I should have had it over here. I could have showed it to you, but it was nice of him. He didn't have to do that. It was only supposed to be 1 per cabin, so they were nice. Edna's World, listen and driving. Thank you, Edna. Nice for being in here. People, Edna, cruise with Edna at least once in your life. Don't let the peer pressure get to you, though. But cruise with Edna once in your life. Scott said something, pineapple trivia in the Sea Wave Lounge tonight. Pineapple trivia. Scott, what's going on with you over there? So make sure you check out Scott. He has some kind of trivia in the Sea Wave Lounge. That's where the trivia is held, in the Sea Wave Lounge. So when you click on that link, let me see if I can, oops, hold on. I'm not in. Oh, my chat. I can't, Scott, I can't even pin it because my chat went up. When the power went out, my chat stopped, and it hasn't started back up yet. Thank you to all my moderators. You watched out for me again today. I appreciate it. I am, and I'm gonna end with this story. Check out Scott, but I'm gonna end with this story. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. I don't. Do I have a picture of it? I don't know if I have a picture of it. Well, no. If you saw the poll question, you saw the. No, that was on the chat. I don't know if. Let me see if I can pull up this picture real quick. Hold on. Where is it at? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to be organized. I should be able to find it within 20 seconds. Boom, found it. Look at that. Okay. Let me go back here. StreamYard. I'm back to StreamYard. Present. Share screen. No. Window. It's not letting me share it. Oh man. Okay. Well, hopefully people that have seen my let me get back to StreamYard before I forget I'm on live. People that have seen my cabin view, I had a boat in front of my window, and I could barely. If I could see out of 20% of my window, that would be good. I don't. It might not even been 20%. It might have been 10%, and it was a partially obstructed ocean view window. I was surprised by the number of people that did not mind that view, and I thought it would be more. I'm not really big. This is my second time having an ocean view cabin, and I knew the view would be blocked. I didn't think it would be this much, but about 80% thought it was too much. About 20% didn't mind it, and they have a great attitude. That 20%, because they're going to enjoy the cruise no matter what. And that was me. I mean, I didn't like the view, but I never said anything. I never went down there and never called customer service or anything complaining about it. I checked it off. I know now that if I'm on the 4th floor, be careful of the lifeboats. But I made a video about that. Hopefully that people, matter of fact, I had a guy, Tim, he messaged me today that's the cabin he had. And the cap is, if they charged an interior rate, it wouldn't be so bad. But he was telling me that he paid $30 per person more for that view. So if I helped him out, if I can help that one person out, I'm glad that I could do that. And yes, a week ago today at this time, yes, I had this embarkation day. It wasn't too bad. It was the day prior was the problem. Embarkation day, I didn't drink that much. Now the next day, that became an issue. Out of 4 days, I really only drank I had a couple drinks embarkation day and Paradise Beach. On the ship, I didn't get that many drinks. I didn't drink that many drinks. I got a few drinks, but I didn't necessarily drink them. So let's see. If you booked an interior and got that, it would be fine. Yes. And I've done that on Carnival. I actually had a better view on an interior room with a porthole on Carnival than I did on this ship. Because there was one day we had rough weather and we could not tell whether or not it was raining or not, looking out the window, because the glass was wet. It had water drops on it. We couldn't tell if it was raining or not from the view that we had on that ship. And I don't think it was sold out because people are having problems with the bathrooms and other issues, and they were able to give them other rooms. But Stacey, I didn't ask to be moved. I mean, the view didn't really matter to me. And actually, it was like, okay, I can make a video out of it. So I didn't ask to be moved. It was fine. You know, you live and learn. But with that being said, people, I'm past 6 o'clock. I want to get off of here. I think Parker's on the go. They go live a little bit later, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, maybe. I think they probably have a premiere, or maybe no, they did a premiere earlier. Maybe they just gone live about 8. You got 7 o'clock. You got Controversial Cruising. Make sure you check them out. I am going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys all coming in here. If you haven't hit the like button, if you hit it on the way out, I really would appreciate it. It's supposed to help with the algorithm. And I will talk to you Monday. Monday, I'm going to have a premiere. Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, I will have a premiere. It's going to be, I believe it's going to be Embarkation Day. And then next Wednesday, Scott and I will be back for Cruise Talk Live, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then back here Thursday for Banter with Bill. What the topic's going to be, I don't know yet. I'll figure it out sometime during the week. I'm like, Parker's on the go at 7 p.m. So you got people, you got more than one device. Check out Parker's on the go and Controversial Cruising. You got both of them. Check them out. Anyway, I'm getting out of here, and I will talk to you next week. Be safe. Make sure, Scott, I remembered, make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. And I am out of here. Let me hit the right button.